number 5 at Belmont Park. It is Perth, race number 10 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1,400 metres. Really looking forward to this race. I thought it was the race of the day. There's some good quality at the top end of this field.
Yeah, absolutely. I've narrowed it down to about 3 chances. One of them is the second favourite, has opened up second favourite, number 3, Westeros. A nice run-on type who won last start at Pinjarra.
Racer, Cool Image has lost its spot in the field. It's got right back and is going to run near last. Down the outside, Westeros puts in his run, and so does Bradford Bad Boy. 150 to go. Westeros surged to the lead. Bradford Bad Boy down the outside runs to second. Skies of Blue, Skip Tracer, but Westeros runs away from them to score easily.
Well, he's been a really nice galloper as Westeros, and I thought the comments of Simon Miller when this galloper won last start, he said he's been really happy since she joined the stable. She does everything right, and he believes that she can go on and win some races too. And she was very impressive last start, winning by 2 lengths, just pulled away late on that occasion. Barrier 8 a little bit tricky, but I think Westeros, as you said, I think there's probably 3 or 4 that are really on the top end of this race, and she's definitely in there.
Another one is the stablemate, Ros Martini, who just missed the start quite noticeably last start, but still had the audacity to run on. Now, talking to Simon Miller after that race, he said it actually wasn't the worst thing because now we know that she can go back and run on, so she doesn't need to jump and lead and try to win it that way. Yeah,
they certainly learned some things. He'll definitely still want to lead on this galloper. That was the biggest thing they took note of. And I mean, when we did that preview as well, the question mark was the 1,200 metres. Now you step up the 1,400, a big tick, and then you hope that she doesn't miss the kick either. She never had before that. So 57 kilos, barrier 4, up now to the 1,400 metres. She's definitely the one to beat. There's no doubt about that.
One worry is the filly carrying weight against the older horses, which will be interesting to see how she goes, but she looks like she has the class to be able to do that for sure. In the market as well, we've got number 6, Skylar Storm from the Fred Kersley yard. Lucy Warwick takes the ride and likes running third.
Yeah, certainly does. Can run into your places. There's no doubt about that. Look, I just thought this galloper was just a little bit short of the top 4, numbers 1 to 4 I had in front of this galloper. But look, does everything well. She runs on strongly, so if it's a day like that suits. Lucy Warwick going board's good. The form lines are fair. Shintamani by 3 lengths, Orrible 2.5, Cadenza by 2, but she'd need to take another step forward to beat Ros Martini, Entrechar, Westeros, or even In This Life as well. So that's just a question for mine. Maybe that 3rd to 5th again is where she'll be feeling. We'll take a look at the selections. I'm going to stay with number 1, Ros Martini, from 4, In This Life, 3, Westeros, and 2, Entrechar.
I'm with you, Adam. Number 1, Ros Martini on top of 6, Skylar Storm, 2, Entreco, and 3, Westeros.
Race number 6 at Belmont Park. It's Perth race number 11 for our Singapore viewers over the 1,200 metres. I'm really intrigued about this race because there's a few I think that just really need to take that next step forward, and this is a winnable race for probably the top 5 or 6 chances in the field.
Particularly those 3-year-olds, Adam, whose form lines are questionable. One of those is Hello Paris, who at its last race start won quite well when 3 wide.
Then came Tarina Blue, lightning fashion, heads the remainder. Inherit the Magic, though, clear. At the 200 metre mark from Time Stream, here comes Hello Paris from the Bunya Poem. Inherit the Magic, about to be gobbled up by Hello Paris. Hello Paris, the Bunya Poem, coming at Inherit the Magic. On the outside, Hello Paris reaches the lead.
Well, this is a really good win by Hello Paris. Had to take a step forward and did that. I remember interviewing William Pike after the race, and he said, not bad effort for the 1,200 considering we ran 1,400, and that was how wide this galloper was throughout, as you saw in that replay. Barrier 10, I'm intrigued to see where they do try and push forward and be a bit tricky, or if they go back, settle and try to run on strongly. The recent trial was good over the 950 metres. It just did what it had to do. The verdict's still out. I think that's the big thing. I'll be very intrigued to see how it goes in this race.
Also got the favourite in the market, number 3, Secret Charge, who's a lightly raced 4-year-old and was impressive winning at its first start.
I thought it was really good. Look, Jared really rode this galloper hard all the way to the line, which you wonder how much more it had in, but we'll take a lot of experience from that. Was happy to run wide around the bend because obviously Jared was very confident he was going to pick this bunch up. Won by over a length as well, so there's no reason why Secret Charge can't make it back-to-back victories.
We'll also have a look at number 7, Silver Trace, who was a bit keen in the run last start at Bunbury and still ran on for a nice third, only beaten Short Neck.
It was the best run that we've seen her do in a long time. She had so much potential as a 2-year-old and even early 3-year-old, but just hasn't shown that. Hasn't won for 842 days now, 5 attempts at the track for 1 second. As I said, last start was the best performance, but carried the 54.5 then, and Fast Spring in this race, Fast Spring beat it, hadn't won for 1,000 days. That's the type of form we're looking at. So for mine, Silver Trace with the 53, although to appreciate that lightweight, the step up in distance, I think it's really going to struggle. We'll take a look at the selections. I'm going to go with number 6, Hello Paris, from 3, Secret Charge, 4, Wichita Linesman, and 2, 11 Seconds.
I was really taken by that run of Secret Charge and that win. I've got him on top. 3, Secret Charge from 2, 11 rounds, 1, Buckshot Flyer, and 6, Hello Paris.
Race number 7 at Belmont Park. It's Perth. Race number 12. It's over the 2,100 metres. And again, the similar gallopers going against each other, and it's still as much as a raffle as it was last week.
One of those races, Adam. 3 main form lines, and the speed looks to be solid. We'll have a look at the last run of the ever place-getting Boutique, who ran another nice second.
Tracked in turn by Discoville and then Ain't Bad. Sacks on, Sacks off led them at the 250 from Proxy. 2 lengths Boutique, who sticks on, but Proxy levelled up to Sacks on, Sacks off, and they're going to fight it out with Boutique running on. It's Proxy in front, Sacks on, Sacks off comes, and so does Boutique, but Proxy in front and gets the money. Proxy
3 seconds in a row now for Boutique. At the end of the day, you have to be happy. You continually get a check if you're an owner, and if you want to back her for a place. Look, she's always just seems to be unlucky. She does everything so well. She's gritty. She attacks the line. She's been 3 wide, 4 wide, had to cart them into the race, but that's the problem with her. There's something always wrong. Last night I thought it was a really good performance. Had a big knock on her carrying the 58 kilos, but she did that well to only lose by Longhead. The drop back to 55 kilos is ideal. If she's going to win a race, it has to be this one because there's not too many left in this prep.
She's just been exposed at the last 2 runs at about 700-800 metre mark, and hopefully she can get held up to that last 250 and then be exposed and then run on strongly. I think it's the day for her. We've also got the stablemate Discoville, who carries the colours of Neville Parnham's father, and it's owned by his mother, which is a really nice touch.
Yeah, it really is. And Discoville is a much better Belmont horse than it is Ascot. We talked about it. I think at one stage Ascot had the 9 runs without a place. Then it was able to finish third 2 starts ago. It was the first time it ever placed at Ascot. It was a terrible record for the track, but has found the good form lines recently. Been under a length by Present Arms, 2 lengths by Proxy, and just over 2 lengths again. Barrier 10, not ideal, but with the 55 kilos back at Belmont with his gallopers, won twice and trains it regularly as well. I think Discoville can really run a nice race.
We've also got number 7, who's well in the market at around 550 opening up this morning. Ain't Bad. Now, it's a consistent galloper, but one of those ones who has trouble finding the line ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, well, this is a horse that probably the other way you prefer at Ascot than you do at Belmont. 12 attempts at the track and only placed on 1 occasion. Meets horses like Saxapack, 2 kilos better for a 1-length defeat about 5 starts ago as well. Barrier 1, 54.5 kilos. Should get a really nice run, but yeah, for mine as well, just starting to struggle with this campaign and hasn't put away the fields when I think it's probably had the opportunity. So just staying away a little bit here. I'm going to go with number 3, Striking Star. I really like this galloper last start, so I have to like it even more now that William Pike's taken the ride. From number 4, Boutique, 5, Discoville, and 7, Ain't Bad.
I'm going with the Parnhams here and Boutique to break through. Number 4, Boutique on top of 5, Discoville, 3, Striking Star, and 2, Saxapack.
Race 8 at Belmont Park. It is Perth, race number 13 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1,300 metres. I'm really looking forward to this event. I think there's a bit of class in this. Fiddler's Elbow's got a good track and distance record. Cadenza's been racing in those listed events. Grey Enigma will improve, being back at Belmont Park. And our finest moment is a Saturday class galloper.
As you mentioned, Adam, Cadenza definitely has the strongest form lines in this, but we'll have a look at the replay of last start place getter again for the Parnhams, Star Glitter.
And Star Glitter into the home straight. Allen's gone out to the middle of the track with Conceited. He led the way 2 lengths. Nardini's a shot duck. Behind them battling Castle Retreat, Lord Balthazar. Over on the outside, Conceited. Castle Retreat now, Star Glitter. Star Glitter closing, Conceited, Castle Retreat, and Star Glitter went to the line in a bobbing.
Well, we just talked about these colours in the previous race with Boutique, and Star Glitter just does the exact same. You take a look at the recent runs as well. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Hasn't won for 907 days now. 9 attempts at the track for 4 placings. My biggest question mark here, the Castle Retreat form's held up, winning again Castle Retreat on the weekend, so that's a big bonus. But carried the 53 on that occasion. Now goes up to the 56.5 and drawn wide. This horse loves to run on. This horse could have 62 kilos and I'd still probably put it in the 4. But it's just not going to win. It just does not want to put its head in front. I really wish it would. I really like Star Glitter.
We'll also have a look at Cadenza number 3, who we've mentioned definitely has the strongest form lines with the listed run, and then the Marjorie Charleston, which may as well have been a listed race, $100,000, nothing to sneeze at. And then before that, beating Light Up the Sky, which was impressive. Look, we thought it might have recaptured its good 2-year-old form. It looked like it was heading that way, but it'd need to win this to get some sort of form back.
Yeah, look, I think she definitely has. I think her form's better than it has been her entire career. You look at that run 3 starts ago, winning by 2 lengths. I don't think anybody expected that. And then if you had told us that she would have run 3 lengths from Military Rain and 3 lengths from Magnificio, I think people would have laughed and run away. Now with a 2 kilo claim, she's carrying the same weight as she did against those fields. If she can't beat these gallopers when she's finished 3 lengths behind Magnificio with the same weight, she's not going to win one of these races again. So this is I haven't got her on top, which is a bit of a scare, but this is a very winnable race. The recent form lines are very good. Barrier 4, it ticks every box. So for mine, she should probably be winning, but I'm tipping number 7, Our Finest Moment, from 3, Cadenza, number 6, Grey Enigma, and 2, Fiddler's Elbow.
I've got the 3 on top, Adam. I'm not making that mistake again. 3 Cadenza on top of 9 Star Glitter to run second again, 1 Full Clip, and 6 Grey Enigma.
Well, it's time now to turn our attention to the best bets, and I'm hoping to get away on a good start here. Race 1, number 8, Our Malfi Lash with William Pike riding for Dan Morton. And then race 5, number 1, Ros Martini.
I've gone race 2, number 8, Just a Jingle from the Fred Kersley Yard, and race 3, number 2, Pinzu to win again.
As we always say, do follow us on social media, Perth Racing on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and visit perthracing.com.au for all the event information, especially now that we are back at Belmont Park. There's some great events coming up. Really looking forward to those. So go to the website, check them out, and make sure you do attend course. On behalf of both of us, hopefully found you a couple of winners, and we'll be back again next week.